Just got a final expense telesales call. This is crazy humorous. We do final expense telesales nationally, and I received a phone call to sell me final expense. Can you believe this? I'm going to share with you the chaotic scene, what happened, and hopefully some tips that will help you take your career insanely seriously. And I hope you have the most success you've ever attained by watching this video. So learn the lessons from what people do good and bad, right? Number one, as soon as this agent called me, picked up the phone, and I hear, grab the kid, grab the fence. And I hear this kid in the background going crazy, chaotic scene. And it was nuts. I'm hearing all this noise. This agent didn't even address me right away. So all I do is hear, grab the gate. I'm hearing all this noise in the background. My friends, you never get a second chance to make a positive and powerful first impression. So when you're trying to sell life insurance from the comfort of your home, you're doing final expense telesales as a new agent. I get it. You're starting somewhere, but you've got to eliminate the noise. You cannot have this happen and not expect it to cause you deep bleeding of cash with your leads. Because when you're trying to get across that phone to that great consumer and all they hear is grab the gate and you hear the kid in the background, if you heard dogs yipping and all that stuff and you're not even addressing your leads by name, you're going to lose a lot of money. So great agent, great heart, but just didn't have the training, honestly, to be able to navigate that conversation from the beginning. And this is so intentional for you. You've got to start off that call like your career depends on it. You got to be ready. You can't have this delay and then have your clients hearing all this stuff in the background. They're not going to trust you with their social security number over the phone, their bank account information, and they probably aren't going to buy from you because trust is going to be such a barrier because of what they're truly hearing in the background. You've got to have noise canceling headphones. If you've got a bunch of that in the background, you've got to get yourself into your car to do this job. If that's chaotic in the background, you cannot do this job like that without it costing you a lot of money. So great agent, just maybe wasn't ever trained or told. You can't have that in the background and expect to have an easy time in a business that eats up 90% of the insurance agents. Now, the second thing that kind of took place is that the agent didn't immediately start the script when I picked up the phone, didn't address me right away. It was just this like weird awkwardness in the background here and everything going on and kind of the yelling with the kid in the background. This is something where chaos can't happen. You've got to have control. Telesales, my friends, is about control. It's not about being a pushy insurance agent. It's about being prepared. So when your prospect picks up, "Hey, good morning, Jason. Hello, Jason," right away. You cannot get back what just happened. You got one chance to make a positive first impression. And when they're hearing the noise, it's not good. So get a good headset. Do the insurance industry from your car if you need to. Do it from a corner of your home or apartment where the noise is regulated. It doesn't even matter if you're in the bathroom with the door shut. Seriously, my friends, you got to do it in a place where there's silence so that the customer doesn't hear the chaos. When I first started 20 plus years ago, I had beautiful young children. Now they're all grown up now, but I'm sharing with you this because I worked from the corner at first when I was home. I'd work from the corner of the bedroom when I first started out 20 plus years ago, starting off in the insurance industry. When I was at the office, fantastic. But when I came home and had to make calls, I could not let the chaos of my beautiful kids who were having colicky times, like kids do, come in to that time with my consumer. That costs you money. And I knew that. So at the office, fantastic. But when I came home at times, I had to make phone calls and I did them from the corner of a bedroom that would eliminate noise. Be mindful of this. Get good headphones. Don't just do speakerphone if everything's going on in the background. Make sure you're dialed into your consumer. When they first start that conversation, you're ready to script and eliminate the noise. It's so important. There's no shame in starting, no shame in being that new agent. But I wanted you to hear some of this so that you had an idea of maybe what some other people are doing that is really going to punish them when they're buying leads and when they're navigating their future. And there's a small margin anyway when 90% of the agent force fails. I want you to find this out on the front side so that you don't become a statistic. You should become a success story. That's what I want for you. But we've got to have the skills. We've got to have laser focus, but we've got to have good communications so that when those calls come in, those are valuable. We know how to start, we know how to finish. And I know that you're going to finish well. Keep that good attitude about you. But the noise in the background, wow, it shocked me in all my years. And I hope that helps you find greater levels of success when maybe some agents are struggle busting right now because of the chaos that's going on in the background. Keep doing the good work, my friends. Hope this little video helped you because it sure did give me a little bit of humor, but I felt bad for the agent just because I know that you're not going to be super successful if that's what your consumers are hearing. All right. Have a great day. Have a more successful tomorrow. We'll see you soon.